Good evening. So, this evening topic, I think everybody knows the final test papers. Baba says time is not much left, very little time is there. And during that time, various kind of tests will come in front of us. So, this evening we will discuss which types of test paper will come. Papa says final test paper will be only for a second. But we don't know which test paper will come in front of me. I have to prepare all those question papers. So whichever test come, at least I can pass that test very easily with help of Baba. So we will see which kind of test paper are there. So Baba says, first test paper, which is going around at this time, is the test paper from natural calamities. We all have heard the latest news in Myanmar and Thailand. Big earthquake came, quite big damage was done. I was talking few days before with the sisters of the Myanmar Center. They were sharing eyewitness news in front of me that wherever the earthquake point was there, Mandwe, where Baba's center is there also. And in that center, quite bit damage was done. So they left that place and sisters went to another place, another city. But they were saying that lots of buildings, they collapsed and people were underneath the ground and they could hear the sound. Please help us. Please protect us. Please take us outside, because they were underneath the ground. So very, very painful and sad scene was there. Those sisters were describing me. And then they were saying that even nowadays, aftershock is keep coming back. So we don't stay inside the building during night time. We all sleep outside the building, because never know any time anything can happen. Yeah, so sometimes test paper come in a form of earthquake. Sometimes test paper will come in a form of tsunami. Few years back, there was a big tsunami came in Sri Lanka. And at that time, when tsunami came, Baba's center is quite close to the seaside. Yeah, so water came and whole downstairs area was covered into the water, and upstairs, first floor, they had the classroom. So during that time when tsunami came, all Baba's children were listening Baba's Murli, and that was a day of Sunday. So majority Baba's children came to the center and they were having class upstairs, and downstairs was completely covered with the water. So whoever came Baba's house, they all were protected. Because we are Baba's children protected everywhere. In Myanmar, even in Thailand, when earthquake took place, all Baba's children are safe. And same thing happened in Sri Lanka also. So sometimes test paper come in a form of tsunami. Sometimes test paper will come in a heat wave, cold wave, or global warming. Lot of things are changing at this time. So Baba says, whenever test paper comes from the nature, I should not become at that time negative, critical towards nature. Because people start giving lot of blessings to the mother nature, but that is not a solution. Why some people are affected by these natural calamities, maybe in a form of tornadoes or in a form of storms, whichever kind of test comes from nature, why only some people are affected? Because some people have created those kind of accounts with that particular element of the nature. So nature is taking revenge. Like in this world, if you keep abusing people, having bad words towards people, make them like your enemy, what would happen? They will take revenge. They will abuse you. What you give, you get return in that one. If you give good things, good return is there. If bad things, that kind of reward is there. Yeah, so Baba is saying that I should make the 5 elements of the nature like my friend. Yeah, and give them sakash. Create good feelings towards those 5 elements: water, earth, sky, yeah, wind, fire. All those 5 elements, if I make them like my friend, I create good feelings, positive feelings towards them, then any test paper comes from them, they will protect me. They will help me. Like I give you example, like we all are living in this country, in New Zealand, and during winter time, there is a rough weather sometime. So in New Zealand, our conversation starts with the weather. Like in India, always conversation start with the cricket because cricket lovers are there. But in this country, our conversation starts with the weather. If weather is not good, what people say? Such a horrible weather is there. But we should not say like that. We know it's an iron-aged world. In this world, nothing can be good. Why should I abuse the weather through bad words? If I abuse, nature will abuse me. That's the way it works. Yeah. So Baba says, try to make those 5 elements your friend. If tsunami will come, Baba's children will be protected. If earthquake is there, Baba's children will be safe. Yeah. So if I will make them my friend and create those good feelings towards them, then they will look after me very well. Yeah. Second type of test paper will come is in a form of old sanskaras. Yeah, you are making very good effort, moving forward very nicely, and suddenly you can see some of those old sanskaras emerges. Yeah, and then those sanskaras gives us a hard time. And then we think, oh, I am practicing this meditation so long. And how come all this rubbish keep emerging? Why they giving me a hard time? No, but sometimes what happen, whenever we are dealing with these sanskaras, actually we don't burn them. We suppress our old sanskaras. And if anything you suppress, what would happen? Yeah, suddenly they will erupt like a volcano. Wrong time, in front of wrong people, those sanskaras will emerge and it will create quite problems. So, what I should be doing in that situation? Yeah, so Baba says, I need to deal with those sanskaras. Yeah, and whenever those sanskaras emerges, I should remind myself my Brahmin sanskaras, my godly sanskaras, deity sanskaras, pure sanskaras when we were in soul world. Such a beautiful sanskaras qualities we had. If I keep remembering those beautiful sanskaras, then my old sanskaras, I can able to finish them quite easily. That's why Baba used to say in Morli, look children, I am an engine of this train and all of you children are the carriage of the train. Yeah. So first thing comes in front of me. Yeah, any test paper first comes in front of Baba and then it comes to us. So Baba explains us through his own experience. Yeah, now and then this test paper will come, but not to become afraid by those sanskaras. Try to remember golden aged sanskaras, godly sanskaras. Yeah, by remembering those good sanskaras, bad things will go away. Like somewhere dirty water is flowing, you don't empty dirty water, but you can send this good water in full force. Other water will go away. So that's what the method I need to apply. Yeah, whenever test paper is there, start thinking about your good sanskaras, golden aged sanskaras, Brahmin sanskaras, which will help me to get rid of my old sanskaras. Third test paper will come is the paper of the physical sickness. Yes, suddenly you can see some kind of physical sickness will come because Baba says some accounts we will settle through yoga power. Some accounts we will settle through good karma actions. Some accounts we will settle through power of knowledge. And some accounts we have to settle through this body. Yeah, so if any problem comes into the body, Baba says not to become upset or disturbed. Hmm? But in Baba's remembrance, I need to finish those sicknesses. Yeah, because Dadi Janki, I always remember she used to tell us that every day, Amrit Bela, I make sure that 10 minutes I give Sakash, current, to my body. Because body is made with iron-aged elements. So sometimes body can create any problem. But I should not become upset or disturbed, but keep giving Sakash to this body. Because Dadi Janki had all types of physical sickness. Yeah, but physical sickness didn't allow her to stop doing any good things. She kept doing good karma. One day, Dadi was sharing her experience. She said that she had very bad pain in her knee. She couldn't walk. So she went to see doctor. Doctor checked out the body and it was a problem in her knee. So doctor gave medication to Dadi and said, Dadi, next 2 weeks, you need to take it very easy. You need to take complete bed rest. Yeah, then your pain will go away and you will become fine. And Dadi said, yes, yes. And then she came to center and she said, because next 2 weeks they were quite busy in center also, a lot of programs were going around. So Dadi said that doctor says that I should take bed rest, but my supreme doctor says use your body in Baba's service. Baba will make body right. So doctor said not to use. She used maximum of her body in Baba's service and she became fine. Yeah, so sometimes physical sicknesses will come. Like Brahma Baba had also this cough problem. Yeah, when Baba used to give morely to children, every time he was coughing, and Baba used to say to Shub Baba, can you make my cough right, So at least I can have nice morely with my children. And Shiv Baba used to tell to Brahma Baba that, look, this is your karmic accounts. You have created some karma, so you have to settle it. Baba cannot make you free from that kind of karma. Yeah, and then Baba used to say, look, children, this cough is like my friend. It will not go away. It will go with my body. Yes, so Baba used to say like that. So this kind of sicknesses will come. This test paper will come in front of everyone. Yeah, but I need to remain in Baba's remembrance. I need to practice bodiless stage. And then I can able to conquer any physical sickness. Yeah. Fourth kind of test paper will come from my Lokik family. Lokik means my intimate family whom I am staying. So how the test paper comes from Lokik family? Hey, imagine if one person is in Baba's knowledge, another person is not in Baba's knowledge, or they don't like Baba's knowledge. So you can imagine problem will create. Yeah, if one person want to come to center, another person would not allow you to go to center. Or if one person want to go to Madhuban or want to do some Baba's service, if other person is not in Gyan, can create some kind of problems, situations. Yeah, so Baba says in that kind of test paper, I have to remain stable. Yeah, just keep giving good wishes to that soul, and eventually that soul will become cooperative. Because I remember the example of one mother. She liked Baba's knowledge very much. She used to come to Baba's center, but her husband was brought up in this foreign country. Yeah, so he wasn't spiritual at all. Yeah, so when she used to come to center, her husband was stopping her. And he was saying, you don't have to go to center that many times. No need to go to centers. He was discouraging her. Yeah. But this lady, she used to make different excuses. I am going for shopping, this, that, and then she would come to center. Yeah. So one day he found out, and he became very, very angry. And we all know when somebody becomes angry, they can speak without thinking. Yeah. So he started giving her a hard time. I met him once, so he started giving me few blessings, some not nice things about center. He started saying, yeah. So this lady, this mother, she couldn't tolerate that part, and she rang me and she said, "Oh, if my husband give me bad things or say bad words to me, I don't mind to tolerate." But when he speaks bad thing about you, about center, I find very difficult to tolerate it. What should I do? So I said, look, why he is saying all those things? Because he doesn't know the truth. The day when he realized the truth, he would not say those things. So try to send at least good wishes. So your good wishes will help him and he will become all right. And I explain myself also that I should create good feelings for this soul, so at least my good feelings will help me and also help that person. And then what happened? 6 months was like that. And then after 6 months, one day this person had realization. Yeah. And one day her husband asked question to this mother that, I think what kind of power you people get from the center? I can see some positivity is there in your life, you know. And then she's encouraged him to come at least one center and see what we are doing there. And then he was agreed to come to center, and she became very happy. Yeah. And then she rang me and said, my husband want to come and visit center. I said, that is very good thing, and then he came to center, and he had some wrong impression about center. So we had very good chat with him, and he was sitting in Baba's house in such powerful vibrations. So I encouraged him to do the 7 days course. And then he came to center. He couldn't say no. So he started doing the course. And I remember when I was giving him final lesson, he was nearly crying, and then he said that, look, sister, I have said very bad words to you and about center. Now I feel so much guilty inside. I shouldn't be saying all those things. What should I do? I said, look, whatever you said, it wasn't your fault because you didn't know the truth. And now you realize the truth, so that's fine. We always had good feeling for you. So when we keep those kind of good feelings from our family members, it's always works and always bring them closer to Baba. It doesn't happen overnight, but I need to have bit patience and tolerance power. Then they always come to Baba. So whenever Lokik family is there, not to have that awareness that they are my family members. No, they are Baba's children. If they are Baba's children, Baba will look after them. If I think they are my family members, then Baba would say, okay, you look after your family members. Yeah. So I need to shift my awareness. Yeah. They are Baba's children and make them cooperative some or another way in Baba's stars, so Baba can look after them. Baba can give them that power whenever they need it. Yeah. Sometimes fifth test paper comes from a Lokik family. A Lokik family means divine family, Baba's family, because in this family sometimes test paper comes in a form of clash of sanskaras. Like we all are making effort, but now and then some old sanskaras may emerge in a form of jealousy, in a form of arrogance, and those kind of um, defects, yeah, those kind of negativity can create a paper in front of us. I give you one example. There was a one sister staying in one center. Yeah. And this sister was good, she was trying her best and looking after everything, Baba's activity very nicely. And one sister used to come into that center, and she was giving hard time to the lady who was staying in center. Yeah. And this other one was trying her best to please her. But some people, very hard to make them happy, they have so many expectations. Yeah. And one day what happened, the lady who was staying in center, she had brain hemorrhage, and suddenly she died. Yeah. And now the lady who used to come center give her a hard time. One day I met her, and she was saying that when she was in body, I gave her a hard time. Now I can't find meditation easy. I remember those scenes. What should I do? Like if somebody is in the body, you can apologize, you can help that person positive way. But now someone is not in body. How can you get the forgiveness? So I explained her that whenever you sit in meditation, when you go to subtle region, ask Baba. Baba can emerge that soul in subtle region, and you ask forgiveness from that person. And then this lady started doing this experiment. Yeah. And after that, she was feeling little bit better. Yeah. So test paper always comes from our divine family also. Yeah. So I need to consider that this is my family, is Baba's family, is my family. Yeah. Then I will imbibe that tolerance power, power of acceptance, and then I can move forward in my life. I won't become affected by anyone's behavior or anyone's nature. Sometimes test paper also comes in a form of like shortage of the material. Like give you example, maybe shortage of the food, shortage of the petrol. Like a few years, I think during this COVID time, I think we had in Auckland, yeah, in New Zealand, we found shortage of the toilet paper. People were collecting from different supermarket and getting all those things. Sometimes shortage of the water, shortage of the electricity, any kind of test paper will come. For that, Baba already has given us one yukti method. Yeah, that at least I should have 2 to 3 month stock in my house, in a form of maybe canned food or some dry things which we can keep 2 to 3 months. Yeah, then I won't become affected by that kind of situation. Yeah, because some people, they don't keep anything extra in their house. But some people, I think many Bharatvasis, Indian families I have seen, they always have enough food, at least 2 to 3 months they can use. So if any test paper comes like that, we can able to pass during that time. Another test paper, seventh one, will come from those people who will have impure vision. Yeah, they will come to Baba's house and they will also take our test. So, in that situation, Baba says, what should we do? Hmm? I should make effort to keep my intellects very, very clear and very, very clean. So, anytime if Baba gives me directions, I can follow Baba's directions and I can catch Baba's touchings during that time. And then we will be very much protected. One sisters were some of the group from South India. They were traveling to Mount Abu. It takes them 3 days to travel South India to North India, to Mount Abu. So one night the train was passing through one of the area, and during night time, few terrorists entered into the train. Yeah, and they started looting people and their valuable things they were collecting. In one of the compartment, I think few Baba's children were sitting there. 2, 3 sisters were there, and they also knew that terrorists attacked, in this train, and they're looting everyone. And so when these terrorist people came into their compartment, these sisters, they sat down in Baba's remembrance, very powerful remembrance. And when they entered, they couldn't see these sisters, but they could only see the light. Yeah. And then these terrorists thought that this is a ghost, and they became scared. They ran away. Yeah. So sometimes Baba is always there to protect us. Yes. Other day, one of the person who came in one of the center, and this person had bad vision towards the sister who was leading meditation, conducting meditation. And suddenly Baba gave a wonderful experience to this person. He couldn't see the sister, but he saw very, very dangerous form of that sister. Yeah. And he ran away. And after that, he never ever came back. Yeah. So during this time, I need to keep my intellect very clean and clear. So any direction comes from Baba, at least we can catch Baba's directions. And according to that directions, we can do something in our life and we will be protected. Yes, so sometimes test will come like that because center is a public place. Anybody can come. We can't stop anyone, no, because it's already advertised. But I need to be very, very good connection with Baba. Baba can look after me and Baba can tell us what to do in that situation. Yeah. And then eighth type of test paper will come from a wandering souls. Hmm? Lot of souls are dying so suddenly nowadays. They all cannot get mukti. They all can't get salvation. So they have to wander into this atmosphere. Yeah. And we don't know in last 84 birth whom we have created our karma with which souls. Yeah, if we have to settle some karma with this kind of the souls, then they will come in front of us. Yeah, and then they settle the accounts. So now two ways we settle accounts. Sometimes these wandering souls, they enter in the body, or sometimes they stay away and settle their accounts. Like I give you example that there was a one sister, she was staying in center. I was very young. Every night I used to go to center and stay with this sister. Yeah, so we both were sharing the room, and I could see night time whenever I become wake up, the light was on. She would not turn off light. And I would ask her, why you are not turning off light and why you are sitting, what you are doing while sitting. Whole night she used to sit on her bed and she would not turn off light. So I was very young at that time. I think I was going to school. So she would not tell me anything. She thought that I might become scared or whatever. So she would not tell me anything. But whole night, whenever I wake up, I would see she was sitting on the bed and light was on. Yeah. So what happened? There was a one soul used to come in front of her, and she would tell her that you give me the gyan, knowledge. And this sister was giving her 7 days course. Yeah. And after a few days, this system was like that. And then the other soul got the mukti, salvation. And after that, everything was all right. Yeah. So we don't know with which kind of souls we have our accounts. If that soul stay away from us, doesn't become possessed, then that is a very good thing. Yeah, then you can use your mind, intellect, and sanskaras, and you can control the whole situation. But if you are possessed by the spirit, then Spirit has total control over your mind, intellect, and sanskaras. Then you can't do anything. Others have to help you. Yeah, so that's why Baba says that nowadays a lot of people are dying. So we need to make our stage very, very powerful. So if any wandering souls comes, at least we can guide them towards Baba, and we can help them to get mukti, salvation. Because where all these poor souls will come? They will come in front of us. Yeah. So not to become afraid with this kind of souls. I remember the one example, what happened in Mount Abu, there was a bus was coming outside, government bus, not our bus. So bus was coming down from mountain to Abu Road, coming down. And at that time, the driver, he had some alcohol or some kind of drink he had. So while coming down, he became very sleepy, and bus went into the ditch. About 30 people were traveling. About, I think, 25 of them, they became dead instantly, because you can see in Mount Abu, when you come down, it's quite big, ditch is there. If anything fell down there, no one would survive. So 25 people become dead. And what happened when suddenly person becomes dead? That soul actually trapped there around the body, because soul doesn't know where to go and what to do, you know. So whenever night time any buses or any vehicles would travel, people could hear the sound. eh? Help us, save us, protect us, that kind of sound they could hear. And one day, what happened? There was one police officer. He was doing patrolling, yeah, and he was coming down to the Abu Road, and suddenly, middle of the road, he saw the one lady, and this lady said, "I want ride. Can you take me down?" And police officer thought that this is a jungle, because night time is a jungle. Mount Abu is a jungle. So he said, this lady is standing in front of the road, middle of the road, and she's asking me the left. So he stopped his vehicle, and then this lady sat down into the vehicle, and then they were coming down. And then this lady said, "You drop me there where bus fell down." He said, "You drop me here. My son is here, and I want to see my son." And then this police officer saw that this is a jungle, no lights, nobody was there. And how can I drop this lady in this jungle? So he didn't stop the vehicle. Yeah, he carried on driving. And suddenly, this lady who was sitting in this vehicle, she jumped from the vehicle. Yeah, and then he stopped the vehicle, and then he got this powerful torch in his vehicle, and he was looking everywhere, where this lady gone, because police officers generally they don't believe in their spirits, this and that. So anyway, he couldn't see anything or anyone there. Yeah. And then he came down, and by the time he realized that whoever was sitting in my vehicle actually wasn't a person, is a bodiless soul. Yeah, the spirit was sitting. Some accounts he had with that soul. So he allowed her to sit, that lady, into the vehicle. And by the time he came down Abu Road, he became so scared, and mentally he was affected very, very badly. And then he was admitted in Abu Road in our trauma hospital. 10 days he had to stay into that hospital and had to take treatment. Yeah. So sometimes we don't know any kind of this bodiless soul would come and take the test. So I need to make myself very, very powerful. So if any kind of test paper come, I can become pass in that test. Because these poor souls, where they will go? They will come in front of us. And if we become afraid with them, where they would go? Yeah. So I need to make myself very, very powerful and strong. And I need to remain connected with Baba. So if any souls comes, I can help them. With Baba's help, we can give them mukti, salvation. Yeah, so wandering souls will come. Other day somebody asked me question, how come, sister, we can experience this bodiless souls in Baba's house? Baba's house has such a pure vibrations here. It should not come here. Yeah. But what happens in Baba's house? We have lots of programs in center, right? And whenever outside people comes, they don't come alone. They bring 2, 3 souls with them. Yeah. Imagine if 3 drivers are driving one car, what would happen? Accident will take place, na? So they bring 3, 4 people with them, and after program, the person goes away. But whoever they have brought, they stay back because they like Baba's atmosphere. Such a pure atmosphere is there. Such a lovely vibrations are there. So they stay back. That's the reason. Whenever people come, sometimes they do experience, if they have accounts, they experience. Generally, many places you don't experience like that. Yeah, so test paper will come from bodiless souls. So I need to make myself very powerful. So even this kind of souls comes, we can help them. Yeah. Then Baba says 9th test will come from 5 vices. Yeah, towards the end, these 5 vices will be in full force and they will come and take our test paper. So Baba says that when they will uh, emerge forcefully, not to become afraid with those vices. Don't consider them your enemy. Because if you think that they are my enemy will always takes revenge. Yeah. So what kind of attitude I should have towards those vices? Yeah. So Baba says if this test comes in a form of lust, then transform that negative quality into positive one. Yeah. Transform lust into a spiritual love. Baba's love, pure love. If it is a anger, transform anger into a tolerance power or silence power. If it is a greed, transform greed into contentment. I need to remain contented with myself, with Baba, and with others. Then I can become the jewel of contentment. If it is comes in a form of attachment, then transform attachment into detachment. Nyara, pyara. Detachment. If it is arrogance, then transform arrogance into humility. Yeah. If it is comes in a form of fear, then transform fear into courage. Because courageous people always experience help from God. If it is a laziness, then transform laziness into alertness, activeness. Yeah. So whenever those vices are there, transform negative into positive. That's why they will not take revenge, and we can able to conquer them. And last 10th test paper will come is like a legal financial things, in a form of the income tax or inland revenue. Here we have, so government paper will come from government. So for that, Baba gives us yukti that whichever country we are staying, I need to follow the laws of the land as well as laws of Baba's Yagya. I need to remain honest, transparent, clean, clear. Yeah, then I can able to create good impression towards this tax people, so they won't give me hard time. So all these different test paper will come in front of us, because we are also registered with inland revenue as a charitable organization. So they are behind charitable organization, so we have to keep the receipt of the every cent, every pennies which we spent. And we need to give that, we need to keep that record, and we have to give our accounts. We have to submit our accounts to government, and accounts has to be very clean and clear. So we have our own lawyer, we have our own separate accountant, auditors. They check everything, they put their stamp, and then they are submitted to government. So if we are honest, transparent, then no problem is there. But something, if we are hiding behind back, if something we are doing wrong thing, then we will have that fear inside. And that fear can create a big test paper in front of us. So if any test paper comes from government, I need to pay this attention. Honesty is there, nothing to hide. Everything is transparent. Then no problem is there. So all these different kind of 10 test paper will come. But I don't know which one will come in front of me. So I have to do the preparation of all of them. 10 test paper. So whichever test paper will come, at least I can pass with honor, and I can, become happy, because if I will pass nicely test paper, I'll be happy, Baba will be happy. So we just revised this 10 test paper. First one we discussed was test paper will come from natural calamities. So make the element your friend. Second one will come old sanskaras. Remember our divine, golden aged Brahmin sanskaras. Third one will come from physical sickness. When physical sickness is there, not to become upset, but give sakash to the body. So I can able to face that test paper easily. Fourth one is from Lokik family. It's not my family, it's Baba's family. Baba will look after them. Fifth one is from Alokik divine family. When clash of sanskaras are there, I need to imbibe power to accommodate, power to accept, and power of tolerance. Then I can able to face that paper easily. Sixth one is shortage of material. So Baba's direction is there, that at least keep something, at least last long for 2 to 3 months. Then I won't have to face that situations or that test paper. Seventh is impure vision. People will come, those who have impure bad motives, vision. For that, I should have very keep clear connection with Baba. So I can catch Baba's signals. Eighth one is from wandering souls, bodiless souls. So Baba says, I need to make myself powerful, combined with Baba. Then I won't become afraid with those bodiless souls, but I can guide them and give them salvation. Ninth one is the five vices. Yeah, five vices. Not to think, make them your enemy, but imbibe positive qualities of those negative vices. Yeah, then that way easy to conquer. And last, 10th one is from legal financial papers. Yeah, so I need to remain honest, transparent, nothing to hide from anyone. With that awareness, with that dharana, I can able to face that kind of test paper easily, right? So all those various test papers are there. So we need to do preparation so I can able to pass any test paper quite easily with help of Baba. So that was this evening class. And yeah, I just came back